Hi, do you want your care or nursing home or specialist care service to be the most well known in your area? Do you want to generate more inquiries and help fill beds? Well, if so, you must get your care or nursing home or specialist care service on the local BBC or ITV news. It is not as difficult as you think. But to do it, you must do a number of things. When you are pitching your story to the local BBC or ITV news, you must be pitching that story to the journalists or editors who work on the planning or production desk. And you can get details of the planning and production desk by telephoning your local BBC and ITV news. Next, you must follow up on that pitch you're making to the journalists on the BBC and ITV news. Follow up your pitches is always very, very important. You must help the journalist understand how your story would look good on camera. Remember, BBC and local television journalists are looking for good news reports for their local news that will work well on camera. Now, we've worked with a number of BBC and ITV journalists, and I can tell you they are very, very, very good at making sure that your story will look good on camera, including interviewing residents or their families or your staff. Don't worry about that side of it too much, but it's useful if you can prompt them to see what kind of strong camera story would be good for them and for your care or nursing home. So those are the key points I would strongly suggest that you need to do when thinking about securing positive media exposure with your local BBC or ITV camera crews. And let's be clear, the aim here is to get your care or nursing home featured positively on the local news. And contact me if you want to hear about the number of stories you can pitch to them that can secure that coverage. We've seen it happen a number of times, and you have to remember that the audience these stories reach is in the hundreds of thousands. It will help make your care or nursing home the most popular in the region, and that, I'm sure, is what you want. Now, just after I stop speaking, there is actually a BBC clip of a care home that we helped secure local BBC regional coverage. It will start immediately after I stop talking, but please make sure you subscribe to this channel if you'd like more useful information like this, and if you want to get advice in helping ensure that your care or nursing home or specialist care service gets more inquiries and helps fill beds. So enjoy the watch. This was a BBC South East story for a care home in the South East of England.
It's normally sing-alongs or storytelling, but today it's life drawing.
We have fun because it just is, we think, oh, we must do that, and then when you do it you think, oh, I don't know.
What's that doing to you? It makes you smile.
It's a smile.
Right? Yes. And that's what we're here to do.
What about his eye? Just the last eye. Here, look.
It's all about opening channels of communication.
Sometimes with Mum, conversation's a bit difficult, so things like this we can join in together.
Of course, we've got Judy here, who's...
Judy Parkinson came up with the idea of the classes to discover more about dementia and how to work with it.
You probably noticed today quite a lot of laughing, and humour isn't something that one associates with being old in a care home and with people with dementia. So laughing, sometimes people sing, so it's very kind of joyful.
Life model Mike Mitchell's mother suffered from dementia. She had a passion for nature, and he believes these classes would have helped her.
Oh, tremendously, because I felt it was rather nice for her to engage with nature. She was at peace when she was staring out the window, but her mind wasn't working. It wasn't really turning over. The cells just weren't firing. Whereas you see with this, that people get instantly engaged when they're talking to each other, when they're admiring the work that others have done, when they're enjoying their own work, when they're proud of it. And it just, I think, brings them back to a state where they were more like children, where they were more engaged with life.
It looks like Toad, the bottom.
Was that your plan?
No, it just turned out that way.
Just putting pen to paper has had an immediate effect.
The concentration. It's amazing because people with dementia don't always concentrate for long periods of time. So of course you see them concentrating and they're in there for over an hour.
The team are sharing their observations with the University of Brighton and collaborating with the Jerwood Gallery to display the work. Claudia Sabezis, BBC South East Today, Hastings.